Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. So in the last video we saw how we can upload data into Domo from a file. So the example which I took last time was a CSV file and a JSON file. We saw how we can import data, a CSV data and JSON data. Now today what we are going to explore is the cloud, how to fetch data from cloud-based systems or cloud-based tools or endpoints or sources. And for this demo, I'm going to fetch data from Anaplan, is one of the leading planning tools in the market. So I'm going to demonstrate how you can connect to Anaplan and fetch data from an export process. So let's get started. Click on the data center, get to the data center here, click on the connectors. Now once here, start typing Anaplan, pick this one up, and this asks us to select an account. Now, if you don't have an account already, you can click on this add account option. Now, this particular connector connects using your username and password. There are other ways Anaplan can connect to, but and you have that connector as well. You can explore that. Now, here you need to give your credentials. Now, this particular screen will vary depending on what source you are trying to pull the data from. Let's say you're pulling from Google Analytics, it will ask for some other sort of authentication. Let's say you are pulling Facebook data, it may ask for some other way how you can connect to it. Now here, once you have entered your Anaplan username and password, click on connect and your account gets created. Now since I already have an account, I'm going to skip this step. This step. So I'm going to click on cancel, and I'll click on this drop down again, select my uh, account, Anaplan account, hit the next button. So now this screen also would vary based on what your end source is, where are you pulling your data from. So for me, this is Anaplan, and to pull data from Anaplan using an export process, we got to know the workspace name, the model name, and finally the file which we are going to pull. So I'll select the model, I'll wait for the file to come up. Here we go, I'll select my file, I'll hit the next button. Now Anaplan allows me to select uh, or this connector rather allows me to select the delimiting character of the file which I'm trying to pull from Anaplan. In my case, it is comma, so I'm going to leave it at the default selection. And you have these many options. But again, this is specific to Anaplan. You may or may not have this option based on your uh, end source or the data source and how your connector is configured. So for here, I'm going to select comma. I'm going to hit next. Now this is the scheduling option. Here you see we have an interval, the start time of the schedule, and update method. Now interval has so many options. You can select whatever suits you, and then you can select roughly what time does Domo start pulling the data from your source. And the update method, we see two options over here, replace and append. Replace means that whenever the new data is coming in, the existing data will be removed and the new data will be put in the data set. And append means that whenever some new data is coming in, the existing data will remain intact and the new data will be added to the existing data, right? So that's the difference. Let's switch over to the advanced tab. Here you see you have more granular options or uh, more variety of options of scheduling of job, and the update method is the same, replace or append, but you have an error handling option over here. So you have again two options under error handling. Either you retry whenever it fails, or you do not try when the update fails. Now we hit next. Here you need to give your data set a name which is required. I'm going to give it Anaplan demo, and you can give it a description which is optional. So let's say you could write demo plan export. You can write anything, and you may leave it blank as well. This is just optional. save and run, and our data is ready in Domo. So Domo is pulling the data in from Anaplan and is creating a data set right here. So we'll wait for the data to get exported. So it is exported, it's storing, it's preparing, and the data is ready. So I come here, I see, yes, I've got the data, and you can see the latest run. It was today, today's date. So we are all set. Our data has successfully moved from Anaplan to Domo. And as I said, the steps which we followed, the options particularly might vary from connector to connector, but the flow of control, what we just saw, would remain more or less the same for any connector. And as you can see, we have a lot of connectors in the Domo's connector library. For some reason, if you don't find your connector over here, Domo also allows us to create a custom connector. In my upcoming videos, I'm also going to show you how you can set up a custom connector and pull data from your desired source. So I hope you like the video. Thank you.